Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Best MTG Decks Ever. I'm your host, Joseph, and today I'm going to be bringing you a Cat Stax deck. Let's go take a look at it. All right, we are running Kutzil Malamet Exemplar. She, he, don't know. I think it's he. He is one colorless, one green, one white. It is a cat and a warrior. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, so our commander has a very nice Stax effect built into him. Second ability is whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base power, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This second ability will allow us to get extra draw. We're going to build the deck in a way that will allow us to have some creatures that have power greater than their base power. We'll attack, we'll do damage, we'll draw cards, we'll do more stuff. We are going to be running a bunch of hate bears so that we can fill up our board with creatures, buff them, attack, draw, cast more creatures, stack, do that kind of stuff. So let's take a look at the deck. We've got creatures. We have Walking Ballista, which we use in tandem with Heliod's Sun Crown to win. It is a win con. You can do infinite damage with it. We are running a bunch of Mana Dorks, which hopefully at some point in time we can buff, attack with, and draw some extra cards. We've got Esper Sentinel, which is there for draw. Serra Ascendant will have a power greater than its base power right off the bat, as long as it's early enough in the game and you still have enough life. Easy card draw. We used Weathered Wayfarer to go into our deck and get Gaia's Cradle, so long as one of our opponents has more land than us. Collector Oof is just a good little hate bearer. One of many great hate bearers that we're going to have that we just put on the battlefield. We're not running a lot of artifacts. This will gimp our opponents, and it won't affect us. It's an asymmetrical Stax piece. Of course, we're going to be running Drannith Magistrate. Some of our Stax pieces inherently have the ability to make their power greater than their base power. For example, Lion Sash. We can exile cards from enemies' graveyards while also giving it +1/+1 counters. And we can even reconfigure this by equipping it to another creature, attack, and then draw. We are running some things like Luminarch Aspirant, which we can put counters on other creatures, which will make their power greater than their base power. We can attack and draw. We've got Moonbless Cleric. Moonbless Cleric will allow us to tutor for an enchantment and put it on top of our library. Skyhunter Strike Force gives all of our creatures melee as long as the commander is on the battlefield, which will buff our creatures and allow us to draw cards. We've got some card draw engines like Beast Whisperer. We've got some utility to protect our creatures like Seraph the Viper's Fang. Ashaya Soul of the Wild is a good counter to Cyclonic Rift because all of our creatures become lands, and Cyclonic Rift only affects non-land permanents. Cards like Toski and Orin Frostfang are going to allow us to draw even more cards. And we've got two finishers. We've got Craterhoof Behemoth and Moonshaker Cavalry. Both act very similarly with the effects that they have. We can tutor for them, drop them on the battlefield, and kill everybody in one swoop. Let's take a look at sorceries. We've got Green Sun Zenith, just a tutor. Finale Devastation, just a tutor. Adelic Tutor, it is a tutor. For instance, we are running Crop Rotation, which we will probably be getting Gaia's Cradle. We've got Enlightened Tutor, Worldly Tutor, Eladamri's Call, and Chord of Calling. These are all tutors. We've got Removal Swords of Plowshares, and we've got Heroic Intervention for protecting our creatures. For artifacts, we're only running 4. We've got a Mana Crypt and a Soul Ring for some fast mana. We're running Spear of Heliod, which buffs our creatures, which will allow us to take advantage of our commander's draw ability. And of course, we've got the One Ring, because now we put the One Ring in every deck. Soul Ring, One Ring. Soul Ring, One Ring. Every deck. Off to enchantments now. We've got Deafening Silence, which will definitely give us an advantage over other decks that are a little bit more non-creature spell oriented. Flowering of the White Tree is excellent because it will buff our creatures and give us the card advantage by drawing from our commander. Survival of the Fittest is just another way to tutor for stuff that we need. And all of these, minus Guardian Project, are all ways to just buff our creatures. Guardian Project, of course, is just for draw, and we have a bunch of lands. So that is the deck. Pretty much what we want to do is cast a bunch of Hate Bearers, slow the game down, cast our commander, have something out on the board where we can buff our creatures, say like Gaze Anthem. And then when Gaze Anthem is on the board, we just attack with creatures, we'll draw more stuff, drop more Hate Bearers, and hopefully we're going to be getting into some sort of a tutor, like we'll get like Green Sun Zenith, and then we'll be able to tutor for like Moonshaker Cavalry or a Craterhoof Behemoth and finish everybody off. So that is the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.